Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Himsel.
Good morning, RIFMA. It's great to be with you today. We all know keeping a restaurant spotless is a big deal, right? You make the front of the house gleam, the kitchen sparkles, and the floors look so clean, a health inspector could have a picnic on them. But the restroom? Well, maybe that can slide a little, right? Wrong. You, as well as your customers, know hygiene has been top of mind since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. A recent global survey was conducted by Metrics Labs to understand the current mindset of key stakeholders toward public restrooms and how attitudes have changed. Key stakeholders included restaurant owners and operators, facility managers, and customers. Believe it or not, a clean restroom can make or break a customer's impression of your entire establishment. A key takeaway from the survey: the number one post-pandemic concern is cleanliness and hygiene. 71% of US restaurant owners agree that keeping it sanitary is a top priority. 100% of participants agree a dirty restroom reflects poorly on an establishment. And the number one factor contributing to a dirty restroom? You guessed it, paper towels on surfaces and overflowing trash bins. 92% of owners and facility managers agree that paper towels on the floor are a major issue. 95% said broken paper towels dispensers are a cleanliness catastrophe waiting to happen. One last key stat. Of those customers polled, 80% surveyed might not or definitely would not return to a restaurant with a dirty restroom. Benefits to consider when removing paper towels and replacing them with a hand dryer include less waste and less maintenance, which is better for the planet. Cost savings. Your ROI for the purchase price and installation of hand dryers will likely be realized in less than 1 year. Fewer clogged toilets. Plumbing expenses are expected in restaurants, but removing paper towels from the restroom means you will likely have less clogs. Hopefully, you have low-flow urinals and toilets in your restrooms, which can save thousands of gallons of water annually. But sometimes they have trouble clearing waste, including paper towels. Now, I'd like to run you through two examples of the cost savings of hand dryers versus paper towels. Our first example is a restaurant with one location, with 2 restrooms, with 200 people washing their hands daily, 5 days a week. They're purchasing cases of Seafold paper towels on Amazon for $40 a case, 250 towels per case, averaging about 4 cases a week. Annually for paper towels, the cost would be about $12,000, which includes $8,000 for the towels themselves, and another $4,000 for the handling, which includes things like ordering, stocking, maintenance, and so forth. Once installed, the annual cost of hand dryers is for the electricity, and in this example, the cost would be only $36.70 for the entire year. The payback period for the investment in hand dryers includes the cost of the dryers plus installation of about $3,200. In this example, the ROI can be realized in as little as 3 months. We all care about the environment, right? And we all want to do our part to reduce our carbon footprint. Carbon dioxide equivalent is the unit of measurement for the warming effect of greenhouse gases. In this example, the 200 cases of paper towels used created 451 kilograms of CO2 equivalent. To put that into perspective, a round-trip flight from New York to LA generates about 1,000 kilograms of CO2 equivalent. Now let's look at a bigger mid-sized franchise with 4 locations, each with 6 restrooms, each within the restroom with 2 paper towel dispensers. So that's 48 paper towel dispensers in total. They're purchasing 800 cases of C-fold paper towels annually at 1,800 towels per case for about $48 per case. They estimate about 250 customers are washing their hands daily, 5 days a week. In this example, the annual paper towel cost is just over $57,000, which includes $19,000 for handling. Once installed, the operating cost of hand dryers is for the electricity alone, which would be just over $1,000 annually. The installation cost for the dryers would be $38,400. So with this example, the payback period would be as little as 8 months. And remember the example we talked about with the environmental impact equivalent? You're looking at 14 round-trip flights from New York to LA when measuring the kilograms of CO2 equivalent. A recent comparative life cycle assessment of hand drying systems titled Hand Dryers and Paper Towel Systems determined that hand dryers provide up to a 94% reduction of carbon footprint. In all environmental categories, which include global warming potential, acidification, eutrophication, smog, ozone, fossil fuels, water consumption, no matter whether compared to virgin or recycled paper towels, hand dryers win hands down. Hand dryers have come a long way. Gone are the push-button dryers that took a minute or more to dry your hands. You hit the button, you dry your hands, you wipe your hands on your pants as you walk out of the restroom. I think we all know those kind. Touchless, high-speed, energy-efficient hand dryers can dry your hands completely in as little as 8 to 15 seconds. Don't be fooled by knockoffs. They don't last. If opting for wall-mounted hand dryers, work with your electrician on the location within the restroom for the installation. Height and location need to be user-friendly. How many times have you been in a restroom and thought to yourself, what were they thinking putting the dryer on the other side of the room? Optional electrostatic HEPA filtration is available for facilities wanting additional air filtration. Existing units can be retrofitted. New integrated sink systems allow one to wash, rinse, and dry all in one place. The added benefit is less water on the floor, limiting the possibility for slip and fall liability. I believe integrated sink systems are the future of hygienic and sustainable commercial restroom design. Fixtures and surfaces are customizable, select fixture brands and finishes, as well as the surface material and color. They offer a completely touchless experience. Users can wash and dry hands all in one place. Folks, it's time to 86 paper towels. Now is the time to reimagine your restroom, and we're here to help. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day.